What's up, YouTube? Who that comes moves coming at you? Little pack and chat. So today is Lundi Gras in the Louisiana, southern Louisiana area are places that celebrate Mardi Gras. I'm not doing anything for Lundi Gras, but uh, decided to get on here while I pack some books up. Yeah, so if I get some guests, cool. It'll be a longer chat. I invited a whole bunch of people. Um, so we'll see how that goes. I know some people are not off because they live in other countries. And I know, so I know that. So we'll see. I sent one to Uncanny Kyle Walker, sent one to, um, what's the sent one to? Sent one to Uncanny Kyle Walker, Bleecker, but I know those guys might have to work because not everybody is like the U.S. and we'll have President's Day. That's what other people have. What's up, Wolverado? What's up, Wolverado? How you doing? So, thank you for stopping in, man. Hit that thumbs up button. And like I said, I'm just gonna be packing and chatting. If y'all have some questions, have some, want to talk about something, I'll be more than happy to talk about them. Like I said, I'm just gonna be packing some stuff up for people that purchase things, and yeah, I want to make sure I get that stuff out to people, be putting on labels and stuff. Because tomorrow, what's so crazy out here? Tomorrow is Mardi Gras, and the post office really in the area will be open, but shipping stuff tomorrow, you might as well ship stuff on Wednesday because it's not gonna move. It's gonna all it basically is. Tuesday is gonna get logged in, in the system and stuff like that. So I probably won't be shipping stuff out tomorrow, but I'll probably do all my labels today for Wednesday or something like that. Or I might do them for tomorrow and just drop them off. It'll be one less thing I have to worry about. So I'll figure it out. But I appreciate Wolverado stopping through. Um, but yeah, man, got some stuff to back up, so might as well do that. Because I don't hold people's stuff like some people do, which is not a problem. I don't, I like to um, get stuff to people. When you purchase something, I want to get it to you. You know, that's how I feel about it. But appreciate anybody stops through. I did see Ant Man and the Wasp. Did see that. I was I quietly enjoyed it. I have to say that. Quietly enjoyed it. I ended up seeing it twice. Uh, ended up seeing it twice. So yeah, I quietly enjoyed it. I actually could see it again because Kang was so good. I joined, but my computer is all unplugged and being moved at the moment. Oh man, ain't no problem, Bleak. I'll be on here until probably I finish packing. Um, I was thinking about doing some selling something on IG. Um, trying something different to sell some stuff. There's a few books I really want to sell. I know they'll sell on Shortbox or eBay. I just don't. I don't know. I've said this before. It feels like you have a more personal connection with people. You sell on those other platforms than Shortbox and YouTube. So let me start getting some of these things printed out. We got to bring enough. I didn't bring enough legal mailers with me before I started the stream, so I'll just start printing out some stuff. But yeah, Blake, if you want to join on your phone, if you want to join later, not a problem. I'll be here. Hopefully, I know I've been having issues with my mic. Um, so hoping to catch either later tonight or next week. Oh yeah, I'm gonna jump on Colorado probably on IG and sell some stuff. I know I have a bigger following and platform there. Thanks to people like Elite Comics 11 in like exclusionary comics and stuff like that. So I know I can probably sell some of those books there. Just realized that book I got the other night was a Canadian price variant. Oh, you kidding me? It was a Canadian price variant leak. I bought two. Well, I didn't buy two sets. I only bought one. The other guy never messed. The other guy sent me a picture, bleak. The one we was talking about, we was like live just talking, and the guy messaged me. He found it and sent me pictures, but he never told me the price. But wife's calling, but you know how she always does when you're live. I'm gonna put it on mute and see what she wants. Oh yeah, I'm muted, Bill. I was still on the phone. Still on the phone, but I am back now. I am back. I'm back now. So yeah, was on the phone. On the phone. So I'm just doing some shipping labels. I use XPS for my shipping. Um, just realized it's getting close to lunchtime over here. So I'll probably only do this for an hour unless I get some people to join me. Uh, but yeah, use them for shipping. So I'll be printing out people's labels and stuff. Am I still muted? You should mute it again. Muted twice. I hope I'm not muted again. Hope I'm not muted again. Let's see. See if I can hear some of this music in the background. I know they got music. Yeah, I was muted for a second because I was on home. It's on the phone. So I'm just getting some people's shipping labels together to have that stuff shipped out. So yeah, that's what I'm doing right now. Change the shipping dates for tomorrow for these. So they'll be out tomorrow. Get that going. So yeah. But hopefully everybody's having a good President's Day if you're in the US and you're off. Hopefully you're having a good day. So yeah, I had a good little bit about good amount of sales. Sent a ton of stuff off to Dustin for pressing and cleaning. I have two more things that will be en route to him as well. What's up, Jigs? If you want to join Jigs in this chat, come join it up. Let me know. I'll send you the link on IG. Want to join Jigs? This is basically I got titled it Lundi Gras packing or chatting pack or packing chat. What I put in there? Pack and chat. Yeah, Lundi Gras pack and chat. So if you want to join Jigs, more than welcome to just chat it up. Like old times. Like old times. But yeah, I had a good little bit of stuff sell. I like to sell more things to the same people because I'm selfish about packing. I like packing stuff. But that's why I kind of like. That's the one reason only reason I like selling on Whatnot is because every time I sold on there, I'm gonna say every time I sold on there, I had probably the last few times it was all one person that bought everything. So it ended up working out like great. What's up, Punch? What's going on, Punch? So yeah, I saw something last night I never see on an auction, and that's Punch bid on something. That was freaking awesome. That was awesome. Never seen Punch bid on something. I always wonder how he get his books. I've never seen him bid on anything. Well, I was like, get it. Get it. But yeah, so cracking stuff up. But what else? On my Ant-Man and the Wasp. Oh yeah, I really enjoyed Ant-Man and the Wasp. Like I said, my only gripe with the whole movie, and this is not a spoiler. I just wish Modoc or Darren would have kept his Modoc mask on more so in the movie. He said Hawaiian Punch pays with macadamia nuts. You know, macadamia nuts in Hawaii are not the leading it's export or what, I don't even know what you would call it. Whatever it is, it's not the leading thing anymore. I know when I went there, I want to say a few years ago, they was like, oh, coffee took over. Coffee is number one now. He's like, it used to be pineapples, it used to be then it went to macadamia nuts, and then now it's coffee. And I was like, wow. And then macadamia nuts are not even like native to Hawaii. A little sidetrack. I love history and I love stuff like this. So. Love history, I love science. But yeah, I thought Ant-Man and Wasp was actually really good. I don't know what people. I guess people who didn't like it, because I've actually seen more people coming out saying they liked it. It was enjoyable. You know, people gave it like 7 out of 10. What these type of movies should get 7 out of 10. You know, they're not in-game level things, or they're not Kang Avengers level things. So it should get 7 out of 10. Those Avengers levels we should want. We should want those 9 out of 10s and 10s out of 10s. What's up, Big Will? Said he has arrived. What's up, Big Will? You are more welcome to come and chit chat if you are available. If you want to just chat it up. I'm just chatting and packing. If somebody would join, it would actually help me out because I literally forgot my mailers in the other room. But I'll probably just end up going and getting it. This is Discovery Bay. Get his stuff together. He brought just 2 books. 2 books that'll be on his probably Whatnot. He'll probably do a Black Panther sale or something. He'll probably make more money. But I was yeah, so I thought that movie was actually decent. Nothing to complain about. I think people want stuff to fit their mindset. I know some were like, on the Black Panther kind of fair, but the wife and I actually enjoyed it and watched it last week. Some people just aren't happy, folks. That's true. That is true. Some people are not happy, folks. That is true. And like some people are just and not just and people who now we're not talking about all people. We're just talking about in general. Some people are miserable. Some people are miserable. That is true. Like, and this never happens. They have to complain. They have to hear their voice and complain. And yeah, I'm like, and I always it's like people always think they can do better, which is crazy. And I'm like, if you could do better, you need to go in that industry, baby. Go in that industry. Stop working at Walmart. Go in that industry if you can do better. Come on, go to Hollywood. Let's see. Big Will says, I'm thinking about purchasing some boxes so I can do easier and cheaper shipping. Still not sure yet. What do you mean by some boxes? You need to elaborate. Some boxes. I just get the free boxes from the United States Postal Service. So that's where I get my I purchase my free boxes from them. And yeah. You selling a mystery box of $50 shit put me down. I could have sold a mystery box for $50. I had some slabs and stuff. I could have definitely got you down for. You really want one weapon? I can try to make you one. If you really are, you just joking. I'm not literally looking at my stuff to like the stuff I have to sell. Um, at the moment, I'm just putting stuff together to pack. So let me know if you. Oh wait, no, never mind. He's talking to Big Will. He's a Big Will. He's selling short box of mysteries. Oh, he's talking about short box, out of box. That's why you have to. You can't do multiple things while trying to be on the chat. I like read half of the sentence and didn't realize he's talking to Big Will. That's funny. He said the artist can do better, but corporate keeps Oh, yeah. Well, right now, what's his name? Bob Iger. Bob Iger. He actually has put back in place where the creatives are in control of their movies or productions. So they don't have to answer to Kevin Feige, and Kevin Feige just has to go to Bob Iger. So it's not what they were doing when Bob Chapek was in charge. Chapek had a middle guy. They had to get everything approved financially, blah 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 story, but they had to get approved there. Then they had to get approved by Kevin. Well, I think it was Kevin Feige got approved by the middle guy. Then they had to pre-approve for just like, dude, there was too many people and hands are in the. There was too many hands in the kitchen with Bob Chapek and Kevin Feige, and now Bob Iger is back, and he put back in place the original concept which we had for the first three phases. So we'll see how that goes. Phase was it five? Only five, whatever. And we already did phase 4, so I guess we start in phase 5. So we'll see how phase 5 is going to get revigorated or whatever you want to call it, and see how that helps out. Because he put the creators back in place of stuff. So, and I think the creatives were behind the moving of the Marvels to November instead of summertime. And then the creators probably told, say, hey, the Haunted Mansion movie, let's put that during the summer because that's going to be a kids movie and kids are out during the summer instead of November. So that's how that got moved around. I think that was a good move by the creatives and a good, they can tighten up some more stuff for the Marvels. And yeah, because I heard the Marvels is more with Kamala Khan than all three of them. So hopefully I did like her character and her show was actually probably one of the best shows on there. I can't wait till my daughter is home for, the next few days because she's off for the week. And we can watch Moon Girl Double Ass. So that's going to be actually fun to do together. Got disco-based stuff. Hot. Just got to get my legal mailer. I think I'm probably just going to have to leave leave you guys. I have to leave you guys for a second. While I get my legal mailers. I need 3. I have 2 in the. So I might just grab those 2. Yeah, stand by. I got 11 people watching me. I hate to leave. Actually, I'm not gonna leave. I'll just have to do it later. But if anybody wants to join, Big Will, Bleeker, I already sent you the invite. Jigs, if you want to join, you're more than welcome to join. But yeah. So Ant-Man and the Wasp, good. I definitely recommend it. Fun movie. It's better than the second one. Just Kang alone, Jonathan Majors. This 2023 is Jonathan Majors' year. So yeah, really, really happy for. I think he's going to kill it. For the next couple years in the MCU. Let's see. I have 2 slabs here, so we're gonna do Lucian stuff first. Need to email Ross. Yes, I saw him in the trailer. I did see him in the trailer for. That. Actually, me and my wife were planning to see that movie. Yeah, he killed it in low. Yeah, he's gone, man. But it's so funny. If anybody saw Ant-Man and the Wasp, there, Paul Rudd and Jonathan Major are fighting, and you could tell Jonathan Major was filming 2 movies at this time because he literally put some combinations on Paul Rudd that looked like it was from Creed 3. I was like, ooh. I said, that had to hurt. Dude, he was hitting him with some haymakers, bro. I was just like, damn. I said, you gonna be all right. All right, you gonna be all right. You taking them shots. You taking them shots, big dog. You'll join. I'll send it to your IG, Big Will. I'm not big on. I don't mind other people that do it, but I'm not big on putting it in the chat. So I'll say, where's Big Will? He has arrived. I'll go to his chat. There we go. So Big Will's going to join and chat it up with me. Like I said, this is just a chat and pack discussion. Open up. So I sent the IG. Should be there in a second or 2. So yeah, freaking man, Jonathan Majors beat the crap out of Paul Rudd like that, dude. I was like, man, losing stuff back. I love these bigger bubble mailers that you can fit 2 slabs in there, and you can put them really snug, and they be in the bubble. I like getting those. People send me those. I love using those for like 2. I got to ship 1 book with it, so I got to get a piece of cardboard. Piece of cardboard. Put that with the bubble mailer. So let's do that. All right. Liz says, I've always liked Paul Rudd. He can be so funny too. Yes. He has his own way of sense of humor, and I actually like it as well. I do like it as well. I wish Owen Wilson had a scene with Paul Rudd. Who says they won't have a scene together, Bleeker? Who says they won't? We don't know where it's going. We don't know where the TVA is going. We don't know anything but that they're going to be there. All right. We got a person here in the background. He is the guy who decided to do this for a living. He is the guy, I'll call him one of the mouse of the South. He is no other than the man, the myth, the legend, Big Will.
Hey, I'm same thing, brother. Same thing.
I was like, it was either pack and live, like do this live in this pack and chat, or I was gonna pop Netflix on and do it, but it was shows I want to watch on Netflix. I want to watch with my wife. So I was like, I guess I'm not going to do that part. So I said, what's anything better than just packing live and chatting about stuff that I saw. What's up, James Willie? The real James Willie.
Yeah, man, I haven't seen that Quantumanium yet, but I'm hearing it's not top 5, but it's definitely top 10, top 15 out of what, 30 something now?
Yeah. What's so funny is, you know how hard it is to be top 5 of the MCU movies that have gone in the last 15 years?
That's very hard.
That's very, dude. You talking about you got to beat Endgame and Infinity War.
It's Endgame, Infinity War, the first Avengers for nostalgia.
You got Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Yeah, Winter Soldier, and I would say Thor Ragnarok, but that's just me.
It could be Thor Ragnarok. You say the first Iron Man. That's a lot to.
Yeah, you just can't beat that.
You can't beat that. Well, I'm happy it was enjoyable.
Yeah,
I'm happy I liked it. Like I said, Kang, he stole every scene he was in, and that's what you want from a villain.
Well, what gets me is that everyone wants it to be. You shouldn't strive for it to be in the top 5. You want to get in that top 10, area, and then if you happen to be better, that works.
Yeah.
But if everyone wants it to be top 5, then they're going to be disappointed perpetually because you just can't do that.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people probably will say, "Oh man, but Ant-Man beat Kang." Kang's not that easy, and it's like he didn't really beat Kang. You know what I mean? It's like it's Kang. He has variants.
Well, Kang. He also. I haven't seen the movie, but I'm guessing he beat him because of a certain situation in a certain way that was handled at just the right moment.
Yeah, it was about luck. It was about chance. By chance and luck. I won't go too deep into the story, but I mean,
yeah,
they still make him out to be a threat. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's not over. It's gonna be even better. I'm actually more excited for the next few movies, and I'm happy to kind of move things around. If that makes any sense. Because what's up, Kenneth Burr? Because I know since Bob Iger's back in charge, he's kind of put the creatives back in control.
I don't understand what's so hard with that. Is you got to let people be able to do some stuff, and you either got to trust them based on discussions with them or their past performance to give it a shot. You can't be all controlling. I mean, that's what happened to DC, and they're just now maybe getting it sort of right.
Yeah, it was so funny at that time when everything was getting shifted between DC and Marvel. It was almost like the same time for both of them, and they both were doing the opposite thing. like Marvel was going to what DC was doing, which wasn't working, and DC's like, hey, I think we should do what Marvel was doing, and like get some creative people in control, let them have a slate. Like they're doing the total. Like they're like, hey, let's try to do what you were doing. And it's like, and then Marvel, I guess, so happy. He said Bob Iger took back control. He's like, nah, that's not gonna work. We can't have financial people in control of the storylines. Yeah. You don't have a banker. You don't want to have a banker in control of a story. Like he doesn't know what the hell.
Beauty pageant should not be run by an accountant.
Yes. So So I'm happy that's kind of gonna, and they're gonna train the person to take control after the 2 years from Bob Iger. So that's even better. It's not like they're just gonna pick somebody and say, "Go do what you want to do." They're gonna be like, "No, this is how we want it done." As the board of directors and the CEO who's in charge now, this is how you're gonna do it. If not, you saw what happened to the last guy. We'll vote you out.
Yeah,
we'll vote you out. We'll get you out of here. We're here about making money,
It's not hard. The customer's always right. The reason that keeps getting repeated throughout the years is because guess what? The customer's always right.
Yeah, so I'm happy that's kind of going back for it. And you just got to be a little patient. I'm not expecting single movies or to be Endgame or Infinity War level, but I think these Avengers movies that are going to come are going to be on par with the other ones. If that makes sense.
I can tell you right now, James Gunn has caused a fire to be lit under some people, man. Because I've had books, DC books, on short box, and then I put them on eBay, and I wasn't getting any hits. No one was interested. Just sold this one a few days ago on eBay. That Superman Batman #8 with the first new Kara Zor-El or whatever. I had a second print sketch, sold it like that after that trailer dropped. And then I also just sold, people were giving me like $25 offers when I had a $50 starting bid. And I just sold the Batman 1989, the official movie adaptation from '89.
Oh yeah.
I just sold that one for over $100, and it's I just got lucky. I happened to have them on, and they weren't at the end of their time frame in the auction, and that trailer came out. It'll help.
He's lit. He started something. I'm just hoping he can accomplish a lot because I think they only give him a 5-year contract. So he has a lot to do.
He's planning out 10 years, and they only gave him a 5-year contract.
I think that's what they gave him because that's all public knowledge of what the contract he signed. I'm pretty sure that's what it was.
He must have confidence that they're going to want to keep him.
Yeah. Well, look, that's what you. Hey, if somebody says, "Hey, I'm gonna sign you for a 5-year contract," and you be like, "Well, I'm gonna start this 10-year project," so you gotta sign me for another 5 years. You gotta sign me for another 5 years.
Say what you will about James Gunn, but dang it, he's pretty smart nowadays with the superhero stuff. And to think he's the same guy that helped do Movie 43, one of the worst things.
He did a few bad movies and then a few great projects. So it's like, that's what you kind of want from a filmmaker. That means they if they just success, they don't know how to do it. When something bad happens, they're not, they're probably not prepared for it.
Hey, how do you ship? Like, do you how much bubble wrap do you use? What do you like?
I use just enough bubble wrap. The bubble wrap I purchased, let me say it like that. I use just enough where I use these. I use these as extra cushion. So because purchasing bubble wrap, that stuff's expensive. So I just use just enough where I feel like the stuff is secure tightly and protected. But I use a ton of the free bubble, the extra padding. And I like doing it that way. I use the post office stuff for free, and then people who get it be like, "Oh man, I got extra mail and stuff."
Yeah. Well, I probably use a bit more than I should, but I really don't use much unless it's a slab.
I used to use a lot. I'm not even gonna lie. I used to use a lot, and then I started using the technique of using the U.S. Postal's bubble mailers. So I used to use a lot. Then I saw how much I was spending, and I was like, let me try to find a better way. Like I got this little bit left before I use my next roll. This is gonna be enough to wrap the package around, and then I'm gonna have like 2 or 3 layers on both sides of this.
This is one slab, and then
that's way more than me.
Any other space, I use my old preview magazines. I just rip those pages out because what else am I going to use them for? That way I
gotta get my other packing stuff. I'll be right back.
Yeah. So, needless to say, if any of you buy something from me, it'll at least be packed well. Because I don't use any tape either. I don't like using tape. Because there's been too many close calls where I've tried to open something up and the tape is like stuck to something that it shouldn't be stuck to, or it's just really difficult, and I wind up getting close to bending something or ripping something. So I just got to where I don't even use tape. I use tension to hold it rather than tape, and that seems to do well. I haven't had any complaints, so that's why I don't like using tape.
What you talking about? Using tape?
Yeah, I was just telling the good people that are watching that if they get something from me, I don't use tape. Too much risk involved. I don't like using tape. I just use tension to hold, whether it's raw books or a slab. I never use tape on them. The only tape is on the outside of the package to close the box.
Yeah, I got tape on that bubble mailer I put those slabs in. That's probably the. I use a little. I use a little bit more tape than I use tape more than you use tape, but you use bubble wrap more than I use bubble wrap.
Yeah.
But I mean, but I still use a lot of bubble wrap, especially if it's a medium box, because I use those.
Don't get me wrong. If I'm running low or if I'm paying attention, I'll use less than what I just showed you, but I make up for it in previews pages that I use for packing. I still make sure it's packaged just as good. Yeah, but no, what I was saying is that a flat rate box is like 14 with my discount from Stamps. But these mailing boxes that I ordered from Shortbox, they're all I have left right now. And I noticed that I have to go. I can't print those off. I have to go to the post office with these, and sometimes they'll be $16. Like this one's Long Beach, California. It'll probably be $16, $17. Some of them are $10. Some of them are $13. It's all over the place. So
it depends on the location.
Yeah, I'm thinking if I can get a box that's about this same size and just do a priority with my own packaging, I think I can average my cost less than 14, even though on occasion it'll be higher. Like, Long Beach, California is probably going to be higher than the other. And I don't have to go to the mailbox or the post office. So that cuts down on me having to go there.
Yeah. Well, I use XPS Ship.
Yeah. And there's also pirate shipping. There's a few different ones.
They have a spot where you can, when you create your shipment, I can, your packaging. I can use my packaging, and then I have a little weighted scale, and I weigh. Yeah. And I found out the sweet spot. The sweet spot on weight is 2 pounds or less. If you can get 2 pounds or less, it's not too bad shipping anywhere.
Even with all this crap I'm putting in this box, it weighs less. It weighs 2 pounds or less. Yeah. Slabs are just light. They are.
So that's
So weight's never a big issue unless you're.
I love when I get shipments from Texas, Georgia, Mississippi, obviously. Like all those. Florida is not as good as you would think it is, being that it's close. But yeah, Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, Mississippi, and Alabama. Those are like great shipping stuff for weight.
Yeah.
Well, you can put like 3 or 4 pounds in there, and you still won't go over $9.
Well, I'm North Alabama, and I just sold something to a guy down in Auburn, and it was like $10 and something. So that was pretty cheap. And I don't know about you, but on eBay and anywhere else, my shipping is either $15 for a box or it's $9 for a mailer. And if I can get it and pay more, too bad, so sad. And if I can pay a little less than that using something, whatever I might use, then I will. And the difference there goes for like packing materials and stuff. Because it's not like I'm going to charge 15 and get to ship it for 5. I mean, that's,
all my slabs, I usually use whatever pricing they have on eBay. I think it's like 17 and 10 cents or something. I just use that pricing, and sometimes I pay more, sometimes I pay less. It depends on what I sell on there. If I sell something that's expensive, I probably pay a little bit more because I'm gonna put more insurance on it. But yeah, it all depends.
Well, unless it's like an ungodly amount of money, I just use myself as the insurer in how I pack and in that I don't spend the money until it gets delivered, unless it's already covered by the post office insurance. Like these all have $100 with these mailers, and most of the stuff I sell is under $100. So,
and what I've been doing to it, like stuff on eBay, stuff on eBay. That's what I've done a couple times. I look up the address on Google,
yeah,
and kind of see where it's at. And if I was like, oh, all right, that's a good area, I'll just ship it as normal. But if I was like, I don't know about this area, I always put signature confirmation.
yeah. If it's the hood in Detroit, that's a little different than Beverly Hills in California.
I had North Pole, Alaska. So I was like, yep, gonna add shipping on that one. And I looked it up, and that's how I found out about North Pole, Alaska. They keep like Christmas lights year round and all kind of stuff.
Well, if you're named North Pole, Alaska, I mean, who wouldn't? It's like Smallville, Illinois, that always got Superman related stuff.
Yeah, I still added signature. I was like, I saw the house, and I was like, yeah, there's nothing around them. It can't get delivered to the wrong place.
Yeah.
But I said I don't want the post office carrier to steal it, so I need to add signature. Yeah. But it's all built into my pricing stuff, so it's not like it's not like I lose. If I lose any money, it'd be like $1. I don't lose much.
Well, like I told you when I had you and JB on for my stuff where I go over all this, I am always going to try to make a profit. But I'm more focused this first year of doing this as a business and just having a lot of cash flow and worry about making a profit secondary. I mean, I'm always going to try, but for my first year, see, I got home taken care of. So for the first year, I'm going to focus more on cash flow, because if you don't have that, it really doesn't matter if you're making a lot of profit.
Yeah. Can't have cash flow problems in trying to start a business.
You what now?
Oh, I said you can't have cash flow problems with trying to start a business or do a business.
Yeah. So, I mean, I hope I make a profit at the end of the year, but because I did some figuring, and I figured I got about $4,000 worth of stuff that I brought in to the business that I got to pay for out of, my sales and stuff, plus what cost I'm incurring, like shipping stuff, anything else I buy, all that stuff, the fees. So as of right now, I actually ate into that 4,000 a little bit, so I'm really proud of that. But I got a ways to go, because I got to eat through that before I can even think about profit. Oh, by the way, I found something you might be interested in. It's I don't know how much money you got that you can throw at an issue, but like I said, I don't have enough cash flow to really cover it. But there's a shop around here that has a deal where if you buy 8 times over $10, you get a punch, and the 9th time you get 25% off whatever you buy. There's no limit as long as it's over $10.
Oh, wow.
So I actually took some pictures and got to looking, and there's some nice stuff that just with that deal is very attractive. I checked it against prices. I got online and looked, and some of the stuff that I'm looking at are, we got ASM 252, ASM 300 newsstand, Incredible Hulk 271. We got a Slab Secret Wars 8 in an 8.5 white pages, X-Men 41 in a 7.0, X-Men 27 in a 7.0, and let's see what else we got. They also have ASM 121 and a 6.0. And then he has the X-Men Annual 14 Gambit Raw, ASM 316 Newsstand Raw, Avengers Annual 10 and a Newsstand Raw. Then he has FF 19 Raw and ASM 298 and 299 plus He-Man, the Masters of the Universe that Marvel put out, #1, and a double cover Submariner #10 with the stickers $60, but you got to think also getting 25% off. So if you've got a hankering to do some willing and dealing, I could for one book take care of that for you because I'm on that 25%. Next time I go in, I get it. Oh,
That's
and X-Men 24 in an 8.5 possible pressable defects. And the prices he has on them, a couple are way too high, but the rest are reasonable. And all the slab prices and the FF19, the prices he has are under or at GPA, % off that. So I don't have the cash flow to really do that unless I get this car sold that I'm trying to sell down at the end of the road. So if I can't do it, might as well mention to a friend when I can.
Yes, I'm almost like you at this point. I gotta. That's why I'm actually trying to sell so much stuff. But I got so much stuff coming up because I got stuff on I got stuff on payments, and then I got CGC. I know going to be hitting me probably in the next week or two.
I don't ever do payments, but what little money I got coming in from the stuff I just sold, I managed to get an order into Dustin before he closed.
I did too.
I got that. Yeah, it arrives tomorrow. For some reason, it took a little longer. But anyway, so once he does that, I got to pay him, and then I got to pay CGC. Or actually, no, I went CBCS this time because their vintage books, they have got their vintage time to 40 business days. And my rule of thumb is if it's 50 or less, I'm happy with it. Plus, I get that 10% until the membership stops in March.
And you get points
and
too.
I got $15 credit. So I was able to just blow through all that, and I paid like $34 a book.
Yeah, I was say that's when they're doing stuff like that, it makes it worth it.
Yeah. I mean, to do the same thing at CGC, it'd be a minimum of $50 a book. Plus, they charge per invoice that $5 and then ship it. So, yeah, this time he's sending to CBCS for me. And I got to have money to pay for that. So I can't do this deal unless I sell that car. And something tells me that car's going to take a while to sell.
Yeah, it's I sent him some stuff. I actually got one other shipment going to him. It's only 2 books besides the 2 boxes I already sent him. It's like 2 books that are going for Signature Series. So, I mean, I was like, oh, that'll be a good little flip. But yeah, I got those 2 books added along with other 2 books I sent them going for Signature Series. I got Daredevil 168 going for the Frank Miller and Klaus Janson signing. What else did I send him? Oh, like that. Can't even remember. I have to look at my invoices on CGC. But like I know I sent that book for Signature Series, but I'm also going to send Chris Claremont my Miss Marvel 18, sending Doctor Strange 1 to Steve Englehart.
Yeah, he was going to be at Huntsville, but then something happened, and he had to cancel. So he's not going to be there. And they replaced him with a couple other guys that are pretty good, not at his level, of course. And Dean Cain, of all people, they got. I mean, don't get me wrong. I like me some Dean Cain, but that's just kind of weird throw-in.
Oh, Jim Shooter and John Beatty. I sent them my Punisher 1 miniseries because I saw just adding their signatures. Like that book is expensive, and I was like, golly. and it sells. So I was like, all right, I'll get them. So I got like 4 things for signatures. They're gonna be getting stuff signed, and yeah. See how that goes.
Well, I hope your 9/8 stay as such.
Well, no, I didn't send any 9/8, so that's a good thing about it. I sent high grade books, but I know they're not 9/8, so I'm not really worried about stuff like that. But yeah, I think they're in the 9s. All the stuff I sent, I don't think anything's gonna be a 9/8 though.
Yeah, but anyway, going back to this deal I have stumbled onto, the FF19 he has, he wants $100 for it, and I was looking at slab prices. That's raw, and I'm seeing like 2.0s and like 1.5 going for 150 or more.
Huh.
Just think 25% off, so it's $75 book. That's a good deal. So I'm trying to talk myself into finding a way to get some money together, but I don't know if it'll work.
Yeah, I know. I know. I'm tapped for buying anything until March, to the end of March. I can't buy anything, especially with the stuff going to CGC and Dustin and all that stuff. So
Yeah,
it's like, I'm not even going to
the
attempt to buy.
sickness I think we both have is that we find great deals, we do some stuff with them, and then as we're waiting on the money to be charged to take care of those, we find other deals, and we're like, oh, but I need it.
Yeah, well, that happened to me. That happened to me really recently. So that's why I'm like, yeah. Like, yeah, I'm super tapped now. Like, I literally was like, all right, I'll take those 2 books. And I was like, I don't have the money for those 2 books. So I was like, all right. And Jigs is asking, do I have a Lobo #1? I used to have a Lobo #1. I actually had a Lobo #1 Raw, and I had a 9/8.
Which Lobo #1? There's so many of them.
He said the original, so I'm guessing he's talking about what's his name?
The one
Simon Beasley one, I guess.
Yeah, the one where it's just a close up of his face and he's biting his lip and making it bleed.
Yeah, I'm guessing he's talking about that one. If that's the one you're talking about, Jigs, say
yeah. Let us know which one you want to talk about. Get Jigs.
He said there is only one. What is this? What's his name? Highlander. There only could be one. I guess he's talking about that one. What we're talking about.
Well, I mean, out of all the #1s, that's basically the only #1. Let's be honest. It's the best one. Yeah, I actually got a 9.8 candidate newsstand copy sitting right in front of me that I'm going to be sending off with some other stuff here once I get that money together.
Yeah, I'm happy I was able to send some stuff to Dustin before he shut stuff down. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I was too. I just wish it got there fast. I mailed it on the 15th. Like, it got into the post office hands on the 15th, and it just now is saying it'll be delivered to him tomorrow. I don't know what's taking this so
long. I know if he was down here, I know why it would take so long, but I don't know about there. Yeah. Here is like when you get close to the Mardi Gras, everything slows down. Anyway, he's talking about Lobo one from Dell. Oh, he's talking about this one.
Oh, then there's there's the one behind you, and then there's issue 2, and there's maybe an issue 3, but I've never seen it.
Issue 3 never came out. There's only issue 3 was made but never came out. That's the history behind Lobo.
So that means you'll have to find like a file copy, or
you got this. Oh, you can find the plates or whatever they had. So I got that one, Jigs, and I do have issue 2. I was absolutely happy to find because it's actually rarer than issue 1. But I don't have an extra one for sale.
Yeah, I've never even seen. Well, actually, I take that back. I've seen one in person once at a show. It was slabbed and on the wall.
Yeah, I don't have any extras, dude. And I knew somebody who was selling a number 2, but it's already sold. Because, like I said, the number 2 is rarer than the number 1.
Yeah. What's up, Biggie?
Biggie, what's up? I put the link in the on the Hunt locker room chat, Biggie, if you want to just jump on. Yeah, the Lobo 2 is fire.
Yeah.
Let's see how much I got left.
I'm just shocked that it actually got made when it got made.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it took Marvel until well, actually, Marvel was Black Panther, but for someone being the lead character, it took them to Luke Cage, and then it took a few years later, I think, for DC, if I'm not mistaken.
DC was Black Lightning, huh?
Yeah, that was like 73. Either that or Jon Stewart, but that was in a title already.
But that was that was already in a title. But I think Black Lightning is the first black character in DC.
Yeah, I think you're right.
Because I don't think anybody considers Jon Stewart.
Yeah. So Black Lightning for DC, and that would make Hero for Hire with Marvel, and both of those were around 72, 73, somewhere in there. So that Dell, what year is it? 1962? 66?
I'll check in a second. Let me see so I can turn around.
Well, I was just going to say I got it on Key Collector and look it up.
65.
65, yeah, that's a lot earlier.
Yeah, you're talking about probably like
minimum of 6 years earlier.
Yeah, 6 years earlier. But yeah, that's. But I know Heroes for Hire was first, and then Black Lightning. You know that.
Yeah, but what about female version though? Like, because they didn't have the first characters really until Bumblebee and Nubia, as in the early to mid 70s. So when did they get their own title? I mean, surely it wasn't all the way up till Naomi. That surely they had it before then.
Females are easier to figure out for Marvel. I'm not 100% for DC. Females for Marvel would be. I don't know if it'd be. I'm not sure if it'd be early. As I said, I have to look those up. I'm not even 100% sure, but I know Marvel could. I probably can figure out Marvel, but I'm not sure about DC. I know the first African American female to join the Justice League. I know that, but I don't know.
Yeah, well, their first female. I'm talking in solo title. That's what I'm talking about, because I know the first female was the Bumblebee from Teen Titans, and then the first woman, because that's a teenager. The first woman was Nubia, the Wonder Woman.
Yeah, that was in the Bronze Age. Like Nubia was in the Bronze when she came out.
Well, I don't know, Biggie. That's a good guess, but we're talking solo titles. When did Storm get her first solo title? That's what we're trying to figure out.
90s, I think, was Storm's first solo title.
Yeah, would that be 90s is the earliest for all of them? Or surely there was more than that. We're not that backwards, are we? I mean, it did take to the early 70s for men.
Men's a lot easier.
Hey, what's going on, Mike? What? Jigs. I don't even know how to respond to that. They say it's Captain Confederacy.
Oh, I wasn't even paying attention. Captain Confederacy, huh? It's the first female solo title. And how did it come out before the men?
Well, the first female solo title would probably be Wonder Woman or
Well, I'm talking
or
about
Lady Phantom, but we're talking black female.
Yeah, female of color or something like that.
Yeah.
Like we're not talking about like first. I don't know what Jay's talking about.
Yeah, first female goes back to the 40s.
Yeah, we're talking about first African American female had to lead her own title.
Yeah, because first male was Hero for Hire, Luke Cage, and Black Lightning, but they're not the first ever. That'd be like Black Panther and whoever else for DC. But first in their own title, they win that one. Because I mean, the only thing I know of would be 90s stuff like Storm and other characters like that, or Vixen. But surely we had some in the 70s, or at least the 80s.
Yeah, this can't be her first title. No, I don't think that's the first title. Oh yeah, that is the first title. Her Storm's first solo series was in 1996.
Who's Storm?
Yeah, her first solos.
That's later than I thought it'd be too.
Yeah, Terry Dodson did the cover. Actually, not a bad cover.
Well, I mean, it's Storm. You can only go wrong so much.
Well, we're not talking about the first male. We're just trying to figure out the first solo. Let's see. Oh, you know what it might be? I thought it was what's that? What's that damn? I really gotta look it up. I think I know what it is. Because I was watching a book and I didn't win it.
Yeah, that's what I do here, people. I come and I ask questions that you have to look up the answer.
Friday Foster comic number 1. Friday Foster comic number 1 came out in 1972. It was led by basically a character that was done by what's her name? I can't think of that lady's name now.
Is it not printed?
But this is the cover. This is
okay. So that's Dell again. So Dell was making waves and no one noticed.
Yeah, this one. I think I could be mistaken, the first solo African American led title was Friday Foster, and that came out in 1972, which came out I think around that same time frame.
Yep. But Dell did it first with Lobo, and you said 65. So less than 10-year period, we had both first. That's pretty good.
Oh, Pam Grier. That's what I'm thinking of. I'm thinking of Pam Grier. That's who. I was like, man, I met the lady.
You met Pam Grier?
Yeah, I met. It was like over 10 years ago. I met
well,
her.
I know she's dead now.
No, she's not dead. She's alive. What are you talking? Kill Pam Grier?
She's dead. I thought she was dead.
No, don't kill Pam Grier. Oh, please don't kill Pam Grier. She's gained a lot of weight, but she's alive. She's 73 years old.
Yeah, you're right. She's 73. For some reason, who died? Who am I thinking of? Famous blaxploitation woman that's no longer with us. I forget who it is.
But no, I met Pam.
Pam Grier's the most famous one, so I just went to her.
Yeah, I'm going to get the poster I got signed.
Yeah, see, this is the Lobo I was thinking of. All right. So all that's packed. Question is, do I want to mail it today or just wait it tomorrow? I have to mail them by the 22nd. Today's the 20th, so I can totally wait and do it tomorrow if I want to. But then again, why put off today? Why put off to tomorrow what you can do today, as they say?
That's
Coffee.
a movie she did, and she signed it, and she put "My First Love," and I was like, I didn't ask her to put that, but she put that though. And this was when she did this, 2014. So that was almost 10 years ago when I met her.
I found the Lobo I was thinking of.
That's the Lobo. Oh, yeah, that's the Lobo I thought he was talking about. Post office is closed. We know the post office is closed, Micah.
Oh, the post office is closed today? Why is it closed today? I didn't know it was closed.
Oh, man. Yeah, the post office is closed.
Why?
It's a holiday, President's Day.
It's President's Day? See, I don't know these things.
I just know it because of Mardi Gras. That's the only reason I knew it. Yeah, but I'll be dropping off stuff tomorrow.
Okay, February 20th, Monday, President's Day, and then May 29th is Memorial Day. Okay, I did not know that. You don't know how many times I've thought about shipping something and I couldn't because it was a holiday and I didn't think about it. I hate it when I do that.
Yeah,
well, I guess I'm definitely going to wait till tomorrow then, huh?
Yeah, that's why I just decided to get on here and just pack and chat and stuff like that because I don't think any of these people who bought stuff from me recently are gonna buy from me if I do something on IG. So I was like, I might as well take this stuff.
Well, let me show you what I've got together. I think I'm not going to add anything, and just once I get the cash, send this to Gamma. This is the stuff.
He said you're thinking about Tamara, who played Cleopatra Jones. The lady who played that has to be the person you're thinking about because she played a lot of stuff too. She'd probably be number 2 on the black exploitation movies.
Yeah.
Did y'all think I was trolling? I didn't think you were trolling. I knew it was a holiday.
No, I just didn't know which one it was. But I know you very well, and it would be very much in your likeness to troll. Especially making me think something like that. As a matter of fact, Russell, he has done stuff like that before, knowing I would think he's joking, and then do it only to find out he was being truthful after all. Then he'll cackle like a witch.
Yeah, Biggie, I'll still probably be going on. I'm not, like I said, or at least until my wife gets home or something. But I'm not getting off anytime soon, just because I'm packing and chatting, man. Yeah. Packing and chatting. I got like 2 more things I need to pack.
And it's going pretty good to answer your question there, Biggie. Mm-hmm. Anyway, let me show you what I'm thinking of sending to
10 Gamma. People watching too. Yeah, let me switch it over so I can see it.
Obviously, I'm going to want to send the Lobo newsstand. It's a 9.6 at worst.
I should have sent that to me, and I could have got him to sign it.
And then we got New Teen Titans 26. It's a 9.8. It's got to be a 9.8. It's the first Terra. It actually sells pretty good. And then this one I'm thinking is a 9.8, and it's a newsstand of Green Lantern 50.
Oh yeah.
So I know that'd be a good
That's
one.
The first. Oh, damn, I can't think.
It's first Kyle Rayner, or no, yeah,
Parallax.
Parallax. Yeah, and then I've got move this box. I'm gonna send this just because it's a 9.8, and I think I can get a few extra dollars for it. Slab Iron Man 288 or 288. It's an anniversary issue. Looks real good. Then you know me and my facsimiles that people like. ASM number 1.
People like those, man.
Yeah, this one will probably be popular. UF4.
Yep.
Then I got this one for free, and I thought I was getting the real thing until I realized how much it was in a 9.8, and then realized this has to be a facsimile. Guess what it was? Sandman number 1.
I didn't even know they had a facsimile.
I didn't know this was a facsimile, but I got one. Invincible number 1.
Oh yeah, I heard about that one. I heard it looks exactly like the original.
Yeah, and then this is a special variant of the Iron Man number 1.
Oh yeah, we looked up that. That's like a $30.
Yeah, we looked up that one. And then this one is the same type of variant for number 2, the Marvel Universe or whatever. Then Hulk number 1, obviously. Gotta have that facsimile done.
Oh yeah, somebody.
First Professor Hulk.
That's the real one, or
Yeah, that's 377,
okay.
the real one. Then we got Green Lantern 48.
Oh, that's the first Kyle Rayner.
Yeah, that's in cameo.
Yeah.
But yeah, it's everyone's favorite. I mean, it's a great cover. And then this one I'm thinking about not sending because I think I can sell it raw for $40. And that would be better than putting more money into it, getting it graded again, but it's really dirty. X-Men 104.
That's Starjammers?
Yeah, first Starjammers.
Cameo.
I gotta be honest with you, it was already graded. I got it for $20, cracked it out, and because I knew it was really dirty. But now that I've done that, I think I might just sell it raw. You know, $40, sell it raw. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, it's gonna
great.
easily sell, and it's a good cover swipe too.
Yeah, so I'm thinking about not sending that one. So those are all the ones I'm going to be sending to Gamma as soon as I get the Monet, because I already got it taken care of with Dustin. You can take me off the big screen now.
Oh, my bad. I'm looking down.
That's okay. I'm not that pretty though.
I'm looking down at the phone. It says, gonna look for the Avengers Annual Kang book that have been seen. I think it's around number 20 or so. Yeah, so I don't know I can't remember what issue. I know what you're talking about, Biggie. I don't know exactly which number, but I know what you're talking about. I've been seeing it too. Like this oh yeah, I got 2 of these.
I got a bunch of Avengers annuals and king sizes in my boxes in there.
Yeah, they got an Avengers book that actually has gotten a little hot. I'll tell you the number. Let's see. It's Avengers Annual 21. Avengers Annual 21.
That's familiar.
This is the cover of it. Like Hercules leading a bunch.
Oh, yeah, no, I don't have that one.
It has Citizen Kang Annual on it. Annual Citizen Kang. Shit. All right.
Yeah. So I've got one last thing on eBay, and then I won't have anything on there.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'll have to figure out what I'm going to do next. But I got this Infinity Gauntlet set is on there. All but one newsstand.
That should sell.
Well, So far, I hadn't though. I had it at $99 starting bid, just so I could only pay $2 for the promotion. I was hoping to get one bid, you know, but that didn't sell, so I've changed it to $50 starting bid, and it's got a few days left.
Huh.
Has one watcher though, so that's promising.
Watchers like trying to snipe.
Yeah, I know that that Batman '89 thing I had 37 watchers. Half of them did nothing.
Yeah,
I find that's usually the case. If you got, it's like YouTube. If you got 20 people watching, 10 or less are actually bidding. And if you got like 20 watchers on eBay, 10 of them might actually throw a bid.
yeah, it's kind of funny how that works.
Yeah.
Oh, I gotta message this person back. Yeah, message this person back. See if he wants that stuff.
But I got to tell you, that lowering that starting bid has got me more views. I only, for a 5-day auction, I only had 4 views on the last one. It was horrible. And it was promoted.
Yeah, I don't know how that works sometimes.
I don't know how it works either, but I've been doing it. I got 11 views already, 2 days left. So hopefully this will sell this time. Even if it's just that starting bid, I'm happy. See what Micah saying over here? Oh, he's got to sell something. Well,
welcome to the club. Welcome to the club.
mm-hmm.
Welcome to the club.
Well, that's my 90 days so far. I think I've done pretty good.
There you go.
Shipping's killer though, man.
Yeah, it really is.
I gotta figure out how to lower what I'm paying by a little bit.
I mean, you could try. I know DS was doing like custom boxes. Ask him. I mean, how much does that save him? I mean, or maybe try a different shipping. I don't know. Stamps.com might be more than some of the other people.
Well, I've already got on, and I'm doing it right now. Stamps and played around with it, where I figure out how much it's going to cost in a flat rate, how much if I do it with UPS. I might have to start just shipping it UPS.
Yeah,
Or
I know some
I
people
can
that
get
do
a
that.
box that's the same as a mailer, normal mailer, that is. That'll work. Let's see here.
Yeah, I know. I know these guys from California that they buy and sell stuff.
Yeah.
They use UPS ground. It's slow as hell, but I guess it's the cheapest way for them.
Well, this right here, go into El Paso, Texas. That's the address I happen to have loaded in. A medium flat rate box is $14. And if I change it to a priority mail large package, right now it's 16, but I have to put in the dimensions. So let me put in these dimensions, see if that lowers it any. And yes, it does. It would be $13.74 to El Paso, Texas. So I'm saving like 26 cents on that particular package. And then let's see if I'm going UPS. Got to give it a second to load. Got to select the service. Let's see. Okay, you got package thick envelope for UPS ground saver. It takes 4 days, but it's $8.59. Or I could do 3-day ground for $12.52. So
Oh, let me somebody.
I'm thinking I might need to start doing UPS maybe, because that's with your own box, and with and that's 4 pounds is what I put in there. I'm going to put in the actual dimensions here, see if that gives me an even better rate. Nope, same rate, $8.59, but that's still pretty dang good. I may start doing UPS. I'll have to play around with it more.
You have to play around and test it out.
Because I think you would need to do Beverly Hills, because that's the most expensive. You would want to do one that requires flight, like Hawaii or Alaska. Want to do one in the middle, so maybe Kansas, and then one on each corner, so that'd be Florida and Maine, and that'll give you an idea. So I'll just do that later today, I guess. I should probably write that down. I'm going to write that down. Check.
Write that down. I'm going to give me another mailer so I can pack my other stuff up.
See, Beverly Hills. Yeah, I'm thinking Beverly Hills, Hawaii, Maine, Texas, because more people live there, and Florida. Everything else should be cheaper. So I'll just have to check those places. That'll be what I do. Sounds like a plan, man. I'll put a price on this thing. And I'm going to do $40. We'll see what happens. You know, I don't like having stickers on the front of the bag, but you got to put a price on there. You can't always put it in a box and have everything in the box be one price, because what if you have like a long box and less than half of it full? It's going to be falling down and all that. So I still put the price on, but I let the book and the cover be good, and then the back is where I just write it on there, you know, and then that's how I do it. And we'll see if someone pays $40 for that. I might have to get them to buy it for $30 or maybe even $20. I don't know. We'll find out.
All right. I wish the post office was open today. I could have dropped off some of this stuff.
Yeah, I've got everything packed up that I need to ship, except that one thing that hadn't even sold yet. So I am ready. I'll be doing that tomorrow then. You don't do this as like a business, but are you doing it just to fund the hobby? And if you are you trying to be an investor, or you just like to buy stuff you like and it costs money, so you sell stuff to get it?
It's a little bit of both, actually. A little bit of both. I buy stuff that I like, and certain things. Some things I invest in. I do invest in a lot of stuff, but I buy a lot of stuff. You know, a lot of stuff I like. I say. It's a pretty. I'm doing a $250 slab pull box. It's all 9/8 value. Oh, God dang.
Those kind of boxes scare me to death, man.
Yeah. I'm still looking up, finding a lot of information. Oh, you're looking up that stuff?
Hey, Biggie says he's in the back.
All right, let me get him because I ain't even paying attention.
Yo,
What's up? What's going
Yo,
on?
good to see you guys.
yeah,
Yes,
man,
sir.
how's it going?
Pretty good.
Nice. You've been posting some fire books, man. You get it may not be the highest grade, but you seem to have pretty much every key I want already.
Oh yeah, thank you. Well, I appreciate that, man. I've been doing a lot of back issue shorts because it's been helping my subscriptions, and I'm really happy about that. But I shouldn't get too happy because I don't know if guys are like me, but you kind of get a little bit of success on something you're working on, and you think, oh man, I got it figured out, and then it crashes down on you because people get tired of it. It's not like they're going to give you 800 views short. So you just got to keep plucking at it and working. So I'm trying to figure it out. I think I got a good thing going.
Yeah, I already give up on doing YouTube as any source of anything. I just do it now as a way to advertise myself and the business, and just because it's fun to get on and talk with people.
Yeah, I feel like guys like you, Will, and Who Dat, and me, Tony, Bleeker. Like I enjoy hearing what you guys are thinking about your comics on a daily basis. So if I can catch your content, I'm going to. So if we got too much of shit that I'm not really interested in people talking, and not enough of people I really kind of respect to do this. So that's just how I think.
That reminds me of something that just sticks in my craw. Y'all want to hear about it?
Yeah.
Good.
Okay. Here's my thinking is, how you'll watch someone like a Mitt Hunter, Barry Gary, Rod, all these guys, they buy a collection and they talk about it. I love those videos.
They're pretty good, yeah.
But sometimes, every now and then, they'll say, but I can't talk price on this one. And I just want to slap them through the TV. It's like, yes, you can. If you don't want to talk about price, then don't. But don't tell me you can't. It is your property now. You can say what you paid for it if you want to. And I have no right to tell you you can't explain what you paid when you bought it from me. Now, I can tell you not to say my name, but I have no right to say you can't say what you paid, because if they don't know who you bought from, then what does it matter? How are they? They're not going to track you through some magic system and find out it was you who sold for that much. And what are they going to do? Like, want you to sell it again, but you already sold it. It just
that's no. I think I understand what I've seen this, bro, and it's like some of these sellers will like promise other people books, and they'll sell to somebody and they'll ask as a favor, please don't mention that you bought this from me. I've seen that a few times recently. It's very weird. Yeah.
the saying that you bought it from me, that I'm cool with, but not saying the price. If you don't
Okay.
want to, you don't have to. But there is no reason under God's green earth that you can give me that makes you not able to say the price. I'm not worried about who it is, but
Okay.
it's the price that I'm talking about. Like,
Well,
go ahead.
I'm just trying to point out that I think that there's a lot more sensitivity in around lately. Like people want you to keep secretive shit. But go ahead. I hear what you're saying. Like it shouldn't matter.
I'll tell
Matter.
you one thing. I haven't really bought a collection ever. I bought stuff that I call collections when it's a ton of books, but they had a guy who actually lives probably like 10 to 20 minutes away from me. He doesn't even have that many people on YouTube. He has like 600. He bought a collection all the way in Florida, and I was surprised with those Florida guys that all around in Florida. He bought a collection from New Orleans, Louisiana, all the way to Florida, and I'm gonna have to share the video with you guys on IG or something. But there's some big books, and it's like almost all DC. Like he had a first appearance Batgirl, probably about a 7.0 copy. He had the first Silver Age Riddler, a high grade copy of that. He had the first. Yeah, he had a lot of. a lot of the major villains stuff he had, and he bought a collection that sat in Florida after he talked about buying a collection from the guy for like 6 to 8 months before he actually went there. So the guy like held on to it for like a while before you know what I mean? And he said he messaged him he posted an ad on Craigslist. I'm like, who still uses Craigslist? It's like, oh my God, like, dude, he spent $750 for the whole collection. And I already told you one book that's worth more than $750, but like the video, if you watch the video, you'd be like, that's
holy
insane.
crap.
Yeah.
Well, that's the kind of people that push, or not push, but advertise on Craigslist, are people that are almost ready to throw the shit away. You know what I mean? So they're just like, hey, might as well poke it here. And that's what I was talking to my girlfriend about the other night, was like, how many collections of hoarders that like smoke or drink or are just messy and spill something, they'll just throw all that shit away. They'll dig them out with shovels. It's really sad.
Yeah, it's crazy. But he didn't. The person he bought it from didn't advertise. He advertised on Craigslist, and I was like, what?
Yeah. What my point was, I'll give you an example. I was watching one of these YouTubers, and they had just bought a collection, and they were talking about the collection. They never mentioned who they bought it from, and I don't care. But they also said, now, guys, I'm not able to tell you the price on this because they asked me not to. And I'm like, what? How? I don't understand that.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
Never mentioned who it was, so who cares? And besides, it's your property. They have no say over it now. So if you want to tell me you paid $500 or $5,000, it doesn't matter. It's not like I can go and get that money. It's already spent. And I can't travel through the internet anyway. I mean, so I don't understand why. Oh, what we normally say the price, but this time I can't because I was asked it. As long as you don't say who the person was, I don't see the point in hiding the price. I mean, like I said, if you don't want to say the price, that's different. But if you're telling me you can't, I'm gonna say you're a liar.
Yeah, I got what you're saying, because that's yeah, you can say the price. You just choose not to. If you're not saying the person's name, what's the big deal?
Well,
if you're saying the person's name, then that'll be different, you know?
Yeah.
You know, and the other side of the ball could be they're a little embarrassed because some of the times these guys get these books for really super cheap, and then people will criticize them, say you could have given them a little more money than that. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, I understand why people think that, but they also have to realize, look, my job is to pay as little as possible for a collection.
Yeah.
Your job is to research the collection and get as much money as is reasonably possible. And we meet somewhere in the middle. If you didn't do your job, but I did mine, well, tough titties. That's how it works. If you did your job and I didn't do mine, well, I overpaid, same thing. Oops. So, I mean.
Yeah, I mean, for content purposes, and if it's a business, say the price. Another reason why I say if you're doing this as a business, I would say the price just because of, in case you're like wondering about, like would you pay for something? You can always go back to the video.
Yeah, it's a good record. You're right. That's why I do shit that way.
And we all feel it when you make a mistake. We don't laugh at you. We feel for you. Like, I'll be open here. I'm pretty open with what I pay for stuff and all that. I recently bought, I told you that 3.5 of the X-Men 104 I held up. I cracked it out of the slab. It was $20. I thought that was a pretty good deal, and it can be cleaned and maybe get a grade bump, but I'm going to probably just sell it raw. And I also bought with it something else that was $20. I bought the first Superboy Prime that DC Comics presents.
Mm-hmm.
Good book, right?
Great book.
Yeah, but we have to remind ourselves, even veterans in this industry, as far as comic collecting is concerned, we constantly have to remind ourselves, you don't use the tape when you take it out of the bag. You got to take the tape off or do something with it. You got to check the back before you buy. You got to make sure you don't handle it near water or something like, all this basic stuff, because we forget, it's repetitive. We think well, I'm good enough, I don't need to know. Every now and then that happens, and that happened with me. I pulled out that Superboy Prime book. I was like, man, this thing's like over an 8.0. That's looking pretty good. I looked at the back. Size of my fist was missing off that back cover.
Jesus.
Damn.
I made a mistake.
That's brutal.
Yeah. So
It
what I
happens,
wound
yeah.
up doing was I put it in a new bag and board, and on the bag and board on the back, I wrote, "You win. You get this book for free due to damage." And I hid it in one of my boxes that'll be at a show. So you'll get you a free book if you find it.
Sweet.
I need to go to a show and find that book. I want to find it, then rehide it. Yeah. Like a scavenger hunt.
But I mean, yeah, every now and then you will make a mistake, and that's okay. No one's going to make. Well, there's a few people that probably make fun of you, but for the most part, I think people kind of feel with you, So don't ever
When
be
you're dealing with a lot of books, if you're doing this long enough, you're gonna make mistakes. You're gonna make multiple mistakes. You just got to try to keep the mistakes to a minimum. That's all. It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. It happens to dealers who've been doing this and dealing with millions of dollars of inventory.
Oh yeah.
It's just that when you deal with so much stuff, you try to prioritize your time, and you shouldn't do that all the time, but you have to. You can't look through every single book.
No.
You can't. You gotta learn what people who you buy from the trust.
Yeah.
Because those are the people you can save time on.
Yeah.
Sometimes they make mistakes, and then you make a mistake because they made a mistake.
Yeah. For example, when I go to the show in April, and I put all these boxes out, I've got hundreds of books in there. What I do is when I rebag and board a book, I just do it a quick flip and take a second glance at the front and back cover, and then I put it in. If there's a rip in the pages or something, I'm not going to see that. So if you buy it from me and you see that in there, all you got to do is say something to me, and I'll make the price reflect that damage that I did not see. Because I don't have the time or the effort to look through in great detail as if I'm getting it graded every single book, especially these dollar books. And I got a short box right beside me that'll be quarter books. They're not bagged, they're not boarded. They'll be for 25 cents each. I mean, I'm not going to flip through all those. I mean, so I just have to be willing to lower the price if I didn't catch it, because that's on me, because I'm overlooking stuff because I don't have the time to look at every single individual book.
Yeah. You got to prioritize time, and it just happens. But
yeah,
like I said, you just try to minimize it because it's going to happen regardless how many times you do this. Especially if you're doing this for a business, because you can't look through everything. You can't.
Yeah.
People gonna say, "Oh yeah, you can't." No, if you're trying to do this as a business, and you have your time.
I might have a couple thousand books at the most, and it's hard for me to find time to flip through and really look at all the books. You go to these big dealers or these shops that have 10,000 or more books, they ain't got time to look through every single one. You crazy if you think that. Oh, that's a cool looking one. That's like Purple Rain swipe, isn't it? Big.
Yeah, I could have used this on a battle I was in because I don't have any prints.
Dude, how much they got on that? If it's under $2, I'd buy it.
It's $2.50. I already know what book I'm gonna get. I might get it later though. There's a Flash TV special book. They got a couple of. I'm gonna try to get it for a couple bucks.
Yeah.
But I'll come back for that one maybe.
I don't know which brother of the two brothers is on, but if it happens to be Dustin, I sent you an IG message. Because of the holiday, it'll arrive tomorrow. My books that I sent you on the 15th.
Oh boy,
Yeah,
for pressing.
yeah, I sent him some, but I didn't know
War
about the holiday.
Machine.
I thought they would have arrived earlier.
Yeah, I'll show you the book I was
All
wanting to get. Go see if I can find it. It's pretty minty, and it's from like the 90s. I hope no one grabbed it.
Well, I would have took it with me and then decided when I checked out that way.
Yeah, I sometimes when I put stuff up, it's harder to find than if I just hide it from myself. So, because at least if I lose it out here, I can try to find it. But if I lose it behind the counter, it's gone. Shit, I probably can't find it.
That doesn't look too organized there. Is that the dollar section? They're not bagged or boarded or anything.
They got prices on them, and you kind of just gotta be a customer to kind of know. Like I can offer a price, and I'm pretty stiff on my price. I'm like, offer $3 or $4. I might go up $1 or $2, but usually I'm pretty no. Shit, man. It wasn't worth anything. It might have been like a $10 book. It was just cool looking. Oh well.
Yeah, I've got a few books like that. I found some New Warriors books that I don't think they're worth anything, but man, I put $2 on them because those covers looked really cool. Sometimes covers just look awesome.
Yeah. Yep, I used to collect Vigilante because I thought the covers were great. Oh shit! I really don't think I'm gonna find it.
I think I got an almost full run of Vigilante.
Yeah, me too.
Some of those Doom Patrols are looked at.
They are. They're kind of fun. Eagle. They have great like.
Oh yeah, Eagle. I've got
80s indies.
Yeah, if you find them in really high grades, some of those 80 indies are pretty good.
Yeah, I tried to find like Nexus #1, the first appearance of Madman. I've looked for what's that other book I like? I don't know. I can't.
The New Warriors books, I actually have them right beside me. I got this number 11. I thought looked pretty cool, the cover, so I put $2 on it instead of $1. And then this number 6 looks like a swipe of Kirby cover. Oh yeah, the show. That's pretty cool, man.
Yeah, there's 2 of them.
Oh, I'd get both.
I think I just want one. I'll see if she'll take a couple bucks for one.
But the New Warrior 6 is the one. That's a
what the fuck is that? Is crazy, bro. I didn't know they did that. No, that's a great cover. That's like the first.
Oh, you're talking about my book, yeah.
Yeah.
The New Warriors did a Kirby swipe. It looks like, and so I put $2 on it because I'm like, that's freaking cool.
That is really cool. Some old good Captain Marvels here. About every one but the keys.
It still has some good covers, and I think there's some variants that are Alex Ross on those. Hey, what's up, Uncanny Swag? I'm in the left corner, but who that's driving, so.
Oh, okay.
I would highlight Uncanny Swag, say hey, but I don't have the ability.
Yeah, I didn't see any of those annual 21s. I saw a 20 and a 23. That's not to say that it won't come up. It probably will pop up eventually. Oh yeah, I know what the other book I was going to say I was looking for. Demon Annual #2, the first Hitman. You ever heard of that one, Will?
Yeah, I've heard of it.
Yeah, it's like a $50 book, and it's one of the only blood
Hey,
syndicate.
being a promiscuous time traveler has a question that's right up your alley.
Okay.
He says, so where can I hang out and listen to hip hop music without getting copyright strikes? Because I have all these hip hop cover swipes.
Where can he? Shit, I don't know. He does have a ton of them though. There's Avatar book. Is that anything? I don't think it is. I've looked it up.
Even if it was, I would not want it to be.
Yeah.
I didn't like the Avatar movie, and I haven't seen the others.
Yeah.
I hated watching it too. It gave me a headache.
Oh, I got books. Golly, I didn't know that. Sheesh. All right. I guess I'll take them all. Yeah. #2, 3, 8. Now, let's see if you take a couple bucks for one of these. You got 2 of them. They're like $3.90. They're not really worth it. You can look them up if you want.
Huh.
I just want it because they look cool. I have to pop one out. I got books today, guys. I didn't even know it. I thought it was Monday.
It is, but they came in last Tuesday.
Oh. Yeah, I was hoping that Avengers facsimile would come in. I'll take a board and a bag too. That's what I get for thinking, huh? Well.
Wait a minute. So this is like an LCS. You got books that you ordered?
Yep.
Oh, okay. For some reason, I thought you were in like some kind of library or something.
No, I didn't get some of the books that I ordered from a week or 2 ago, and they came in a little late. So.
Cool.
Yeah, I thought that maybe books came in early, but they're late books, which is cool because I love getting books that I wanted.
Well, next time I go to the shop, I'm going to dread it because just like I did with all the hero covers, I ordered one copy of every single timeless variant from Alex Ross. So they'll start coming in and I'll have to pay for all those books.
Yeah. So 8. How much was it? 11 something? 1108. Okay. Try to look at the condition on these. Which one I like better? I think this one might be a little nicer. I'll take this one. Have you seen the new Flash trailer yet?
Yes, I did, and it helped me to sell a couple books I had on eBay. So I'm very thankful for the Flash trailer.
I haven't figured out. I mean, besides Silver Age Flash, like I can't think of any modern Flash books that are. Maybe the Crisis.
Well, what helped me wasn't Flash books. It was I had a Batman book that came out with the movie in '89, and I had a Superman Batman book that had that new Kara Zor-El in it, second print. Those are what sold. None of my Flash stuff sold. The only modern Flash that I think that movie is going to help is the Flashpoint miniseries.
So I'll show y'all my haul real quick. Hold on.
Big haul.
Okay. So I don't have enough boards and bags right now, but I got to get one new board bag. I got Deadpool #2, which I think it's on #4 now, but that's okay. Yeah. I got #1. I wanted that. And then
I
just
ordered
a
that facsimile myself.
yeah, it's a beautiful facsimile.
Oh yeah.
Beauty. And then of course y'all saw the flash little joint. I don't think this is going to be any speculation or nothing. It's just a cool flash book I like.
It's a great flash book, and if you ever go to a con and he's there, you can get him to sign it.
Yeah, that's a good point. I can get it. He's an actual live person. I can get the sign if he's still alive.
Yeah.
I'll show you on my shop's wall before we go. They do got some interesting stuff. They got that's a cool McFarlane Hulk, I believe.
Yeah, that's the first time Peter David started on the Hulk.
They got a Crisis. That's kind of cool. Tarzan Kubert. This book is interesting right here because I do think it's a minor key. It's Marvel Superheroes Summer Special #2. I can't remember what the minor key is about it.
One of the specials is the first Squirrel Girl, and because of
Right.
that, the ones around it are also have a little value.
No, I think it's yeah, you're right. That's the major key from that run, but I'd have to look it up, but I don't think it has anything to do with being around Squirrel Girl. And she does have a cool $7.99 up there. It's marked $25. I guess it's all right. There's the 800 by it. Someone might buy that, you know. It's a cool first-rate goblin.
Yeah.
I'm glad I pumped up my prescription or my books whenever that stuff was going on. Oh, here's a dope Kang. There you go. Little Alex Ross. There's books here to be had, man. I just don't have the money or the time.
Okay, it's Marvel Superheroes Special 8. That's Squirrel Girl, and the other one that's listed is number 11. It's the first chronological appearance of Rogue, and it's where she battles Miss Marvel.
Well, usually I don't use Key Collector app. I'll just go to eBay and kind of look at other people's descriptions. Even though that's not good to do, I do find some things interesting.
It's usually okay.
Yeah, it's usually at least something to do with what they're saying, but not all the time. You got to be careful.
Man, there's this crazy person on eBay. He's selling a lot of 20 blank sketch covers. In other words, they're the blank covers that have no sketch on them yet. He's selling 20 of them, and he wants $450.
Huh. That's like what? $10? 10? How much a book? It's like $10-20 a shot, right?
It's well at 10 that'd be 200, so it's like $20 per book.
Yeah.
That's way overpriced.
Yeah, it's super. I mean, some DC sketch variants are worth a lot of money, but not.
I mean, they're not sketch variants. They're the blank covers that you get a sketch on.
Yeah, that's what I meant to say. But
And that's the price he has offered me since I watched it. The actual price he has it listed for is $600.
Good Lord.
Yeah.
People are making money out there. It's just not me, man. I need to get some high listed stuff, I guess.
I don't know if he's going to be making money because that's what he's wanting for it. He ain't sold it yet.
Well, you seen that $7.99 was marked $25. That's not even realistic on eBay. Like you can get a mint copy of that for probably cover.
Yeah, but I mean, shops usually have enough time they can have a couple books priced like that, and the right person will eventually come in and buy it at that overpriced price.
Someone will be looking exactly for that book, dude, and she'll be like, "Yeah, I got it right there, $25."
Yeah,
for sure.
But I don't know about you guys, but the way I envision stuff is I want to buy it as cheap as possible so I can give everybody a deal on every book that I possibly can. Most of the books I will have for sale are $1 or less.
Wow.
That's most of them. because I'm going to make a profit with $1. So, I mean, I could go $2 or $3, but why? I'll get it sold faster at $1 and I'll make some kid happy. I mean, anybody can spend $1 on a comic and feel like they did good.
Yeah. Usually if I can find a minor key and there's like 10 to 20 copies of it and they're going for like 10 to 20 bucks on YouTube, that's whenever I start selling. But nothing like that's happened recently for me, so I've just been plucking at it slow.
Yeah. Well, I've already decided to change my structure a little bit. I'm going to have a box labeled $10 to $15, a box labeled $1 or less, or well, actually multiple boxes, and then a box that's labeled 15 plus. And those are my 3 prices right there. I'll have maybe a short box of each of the of those, and then multiple long boxes of the $1, and then one short box that's 25 cents each.
Wow. I wish my shop would be like everything in here is $1, or even we used to have quarter bins, legit quarter bins, and I got a bunch of, you know, Image and all these indies and a bunch of shit back in the day. Yeah. But she raised her price and she said, oh, okay, that's kind of like the $1 bin. But honestly, over time, it's just been whatever she agrees to selling it for at the counter. Yeah. So if I was like, I give you a couple bucks for each book, she's more comfortable with selling shit at cover. So I just pay her fucking cover most of the time for a back issue. Yeah. I'm just like, whatever.
Well, we got one shop in our area that has, by the way, who that, I don't know if you can hear, but I think Time Traveler wants a link. But they have boxes that are on tables, and then they have boxes that are on the floor, and those are priced at under $1. They have 75 cents, 50 cents, 30 cents, 25 cents, and dime books. The only problem is if you find one of those books that's priced at a dime, it's probably because it's worth 2 pennies. That's the only problem. But yeah, man, I've got a short box pretty much. I'm going to put 25 cents on because why not? I mean, I expect there'll be some kids or somebody coming and they'll have $1, and man, they can get 4 books from me for $1 at the 25-cent box. And
yeah, exactly. And they would sell more books and make more money, man. Like, I know I'd drop 10, 20 bucks. He said, oh, everything's $1. I'm like, oh, you know.
That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
So I've got, you know, like I said, a few boxes that are expensive stuff, but 90% of what I have probably, or 85%, is $1 or less. Most of it just $1 because, I mean, I don't need to price it higher. I need it to be sold. And people can get a deal if it's $1. I don't understand how these guys make it in these shops out in like California and stuff, where the dollar bin is like this fantasy thing, you know.
I wonder where my fucking check engine light came on. I don't know what that means.
What's up, Kyle?
What's up, man? Speaking of California, I'll tell you about the mythical dollar bin and how it doesn't exist.
Probably an oil check.
We don't have anything like that. Yeah, no, you're good. We don't have $1. I mean, the closest thing that we'll get to a dollar bin is those True Believers, or the other issue ones that come out, like the reprints of Spawn, Saga.
The new books that come out with an actual $1 at the price tag.
Yeah, where it says at the top. There's some shops that do have dollar bin books, but I don't know.
If you paid close to $1 for each book, I understand selling it at higher than $1. But correct. Most places, the target price is around 30 cents a book or less. That's the target price. So yeah. I don't understand why. I mean, unless it's a major key that you can sell for multiple, like $10 or more. I mean, why price it at $1? You're making money.
That's true, and you're also getting rid of product. Yep.
Like almost all the stuff that I have that's priced $2 to $15, is $2. That's most of it because I don't need to sell it at a higher price, and it probably won't sell at the higher price. I want it to sell.
Well, from a
I want someone to be happy with it. So why price it for the high end?
exactly, and coming from like the perspective of a comic shop, what is it doing sitting like it's not making any money sitting in the box?
Yeah, just everyone say it with me: cash flow. You need to have some cash moving. I mean, even if you sold everything at $1 and 10% of it you lost money on, but you sold everything every time, it would be well worth it.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yep. I just remembered that I'm supposed to be getting some new tires today, so I can hop back in later if you guys are still going, but I need to make a couple phone calls, so I'm gonna dip out for a minute.
we'll get it done, man.
Yeah, I'll be right back if y'all are still going. Later, PTT. Who dat? Big Will.
Later, Biggie.
But yeah, when I'm pricing these books and I put them in a new bag and board after I flip through it, if it looks like crap, I can't bring myself to put $1 on it.
So what do you put on it?
I've got stuff priced at 75 cents, some things at 50 cents. I literally can count and tell you exactly how many. I have 3 books that are priced at a dime and 2 that are priced at a nickel just so I can get something for them. They're that bad a condition.
I have plenty of books that are coverless and not doing so good, and a part of me, I mean, they're not like special books or anything, but a part of me wants to like use it for art. Like,
if you come to my booth, if I have something like that, unless it's like a major key that still has extreme value,
yeah,
you'll find it at least $1, if not less.
okay, that makes sense.
Probably less because there's no cover. I just don't get it, man. There's one shop in the area that it uses Key Collector for his pricing.
Yeah.
And the problem with that is all Key Collector gives you is a low, medium, and high.
Correct.
And there's between that low and medium and high, there's a lot of different grades, and it's a lot of his pricing is just way extreme. So I have to be very selective when I buy something there, or wheel and deal, or wait till I get one of those discounts.
Look at these. Okay.
So I'm guessing you're out in California.
Yeah.
So what's the cheapest box price that you see out there? If it's not $1, what's the cheapest you normally see?
I've never seen anything under $1, I guess is the way that I'll put it. Everything is $1 or higher. I've never seen a 50-cent book. I've never seen a 75-cent book. It's $1 or more.
Wow.
I've never seen a 50-cent book, $1 book.
You've never seen a $1 book? What are you talking about?
There should be plenty of dollar books out there because there's so many comics.
We ain't got no dollar bins out there. We got
Really?
4 shops around my area.
Okay.
And none of them have dollar bins?
Not dollar bins that's worth even touching.
Okay. Well, okay. That's different. Yeah. I didn't say
let me say this. They got 4 shops. 3 out of the 4 do not have that. They don't exist. The one that has it, they should actually call those giveaway books instead of dollar.
Okay.
So,
Yeah.
That's why I don't consider dollar books.
What you need to do is come to Huntsville at the convention, and you can come to my booth, and you'll have a lot of dollar books.
I don't need no more books right now. I need to get rid of books.
That's where we're.
And that's my problem.
But we all need to get rid of books. That's like the whole crux. I'm surrounded by comic books. Like it's taken over my life.
Well,
So
I was trying to watch your show. I didn't get to finish watching it.
Oh, it's just me talking shit, dude. So.
I know that's why I got to finish watching it.
Yep.
I was
Mike
like,
wants to know if he can jump on. Who that?
yeah, you can send on the link. I'm not gonna be on live too much longer, Mike. But 'cause I'm
No,
about
that's
to go
fine.
get lunch. But yeah, he could jump on.
Yeah, so that was my 20th episode of late night talking shit about comics and stuff. And I left some stuff out because I kept getting distracted.
Yeah, I saw people in the chat were like saying stuff, and you like got distracted. And I was like, let him tell a story.
Yep.
Yeah.
I was loving it. I was liking how you were like kind of like talking about the different basically clicks. You got different clicks, and
Yeah, there's crews that roll around, dude. There's a point where like I got denied from selling on like certain channels, and then there's like regional people that like they just stick with their crew in the same area, you know.
Yeah. I mean, it's on the video, so I know.
Well,
I know.
I'm lost. I'm lost.
So-
How did you get kicked off of selling? What now?
Oh, I didn't get kicked off of selling. I'm just saying,
he
like,
couldn't sell. He couldn't sell because he's friends with like me and Sam.
yeah. There's like there's certain associations that like make it so that I can't like kick it with other people, even though I'm not part of the drama. I'm not part of any of it. But like I don't care. The people that will allow me to sell on their channel, I'm gonna sell on their channel because I'm just there to have fun and sell some books and offer some great deals. That's literally what I'm doing right now is pricing out books.
Are in luck because I'm getting together a group to sell on my channel. It's only going to be 4 people selling max because I ain't got time to wait an hour and a half for my turn. Then it's only going to be for people who don't sell often.
Yeah.
And it'll be once in March. If that goes well, maybe we do it again the next month. If that goes well, maybe next month. It will never be more than once a month.
But I think that's how it should be. I don't know how like people do this like 3 times a week thing, like or 2 times a week thing. That is.
I don't know how
tough.
Sands has the energy, man, to ship all that.
I do it once a week, and I'm happy with it. But I've been supporting Geeky Dad and them. You know, I'll jump on for a couple of rounds for them.
Yeah,
That's because those are good dudes, and I want them to build it up. So
exactly.
and for a person like me having that type of attitude, you'd be surprised that I'm banned from other.
which makes no sense to me, bro.
But you know, it's because I think Biggie said it earlier. I don't know if you probably were in the chat when he said it. It's like people are oversensitive. Oversensitive. I know the reason why Beta doesn't just ban me. It's so funny. Is Beta banned me? I don't know if Sans can watch his stuff. But I know he was, but we were both banned from watching. So you couldn't, it doesn't make sense to watch it. You can't bid on anything. So I know we were banned, but the funny thing is he's not banned on our channels because he popped in on Sans stuff, and he's like, "Oh, I still got a wrench." He's like, "Yeah, we don't have the beef. You have the beef." He's like, dude, we have regular lives. This is not our lives. Like
people don't see that.
Yeah,
like the audience doesn't know that. The other sellers don't know that stuff. This is all stuff that takes place like backstage. And,
So and then he got mad of a joke, like a joke I said, and he got very like I said, it's like Biggie said, sensitive. He got very sensitive of a joke. Yeah, it's not like I cursed you out. I didn't call you out your name. I didn't disrespect your religion. I didn't do none of that craziness. I just said. Sans. I said, we live on Sans, but we don't. Where you don't get canceled or delayed, because I think his show got canceled that night.
Okay.
It was just a little joke, a little slight, but it was nothing serious.
There should be that banter back and forth, man.
Yeah.
If you think that people aren't hopping in between your channel and somebody else's channel to buy comic books, you are completely wrong. I was buying on 2 different channels at one time at the same night.
Was that you that was buying and you bid on? You was on the wrong channel. Somebody was
bidding
on it.
I've done that before, where I bid on the wrong channel. I was like, "Oh shoot,
my bad. I'm on the wrong channel."
I mean, even if you hate the person, if you're making money, I'll play nice.
Yeah.
But the
funny thing is, you're not banning me and Sans like from being in the comments. Doesn't hurt me. It hurts him. Hurts people like him who are selling on his platform, and I can't bid on stuff that he knows I buy from him, so I can't buy anything from him when you're on that show because I can't comment. So it doesn't hurt me. It hurts his people who he has on there. So that's why it didn't bother me. It's like not hurting. You're not hurting yourself. You're not hurting your channel. You're hurting your sellers that you had guests on your show.
Yeah, because there are people that follow me that literally just show up at the channel wherever I'm selling. Like they'll just be like, "Yo, what's up, man? Like I'm here to support my boy." or something.
I did that. I never followed Madhouse until you were on that seller.
Oh, really?
I would just watch.
That's where most of my drama stories are coming from, by the way.
Oh Lord, I would just.
And I'm
watch
just like, dude, they only gave me one. They have a schedule, and you have to pay to be on it. So you pay $10 to sell, and they gave me one day out of this past month. And I'm like, oh,
yeah, it's basically like Metaphorical used to do.
Exactly. Yeah. And that's who I was mentioning in my video last night. I was talking about Metaphorical. Dude, he's rearing his head again, by the way.
So that's what he like. What's up, John? Comics with Kids. So,
hey, John.
how much Sands does it, and how much people make with Sands? You'll think he has the more of a right to charge people, but he doesn't.
Fair. Yeah, I would pay Sands.
It was about building a platform. He knows that, and he realized that because once he gets to 1,000 subscribers, guess what? He can get monetized.
Yeah.
He get monetized and get ads and get all that revenue. And guess what?
Backstage.
He's not gonna split that with other sellers.
No, not at all. I wouldn't even. Hey, what's up, man? I wouldn't even expect that from him, though.
Yeah, so that's what I'm kind of like. If you build it, that's the incentive of that's your platform. Yeah. You better get that. Well, I don't need to charge you $10 to be on my thing to sell when I know I'm getting ad revenue.
And Sam's smart, man. He's doing those fun things that people like with the blackjack and all. He's got all these sellers that don't have to pay to join that people like. Therefore, they get more people in to view, which means more people are looking at what he's selling.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a win-win-win. What's going on, Mike?
Not much. Who's charging to sell?
Was I not supposed to say this?
No.
I've been out of the loop for a while, man.
Oh, no, you're fine. So you remember Metaphorical? They had the Monday, Wednesday, Friday show. He would charge Oh, really? Okay. Well, they would charge $10 for the sellers to come on. And then that money was supposed to be used for giveaways that the channel just gives away. So everybody would contribute $10. They'd have 6 people on a night, so that's $60. They buy a book with all that money, and then they just give it away. That was the whole concept behind it. It's not to make money; it's to like spread the love, So yeah, and that rolled over into the Madhouse. So okay.
So what you got that you're trying to get rid of? Mike, you said you got to sell a big book before you buy a big book. Well, what are you wanting to let go of? Because I know what you got, and you bought them all because you really like them all.
Yeah, I want to get rid of my Soon number 4 and Hulk number 1, the first Red Hulk, and a 9/8, and a couple of other books.
Okay.
Well, I'm gonna turn this off. If anybody wants to join though offline, I don't mind the chat continuing. Some of the best chats actually happen offline, just to let people know. But I'm gonna end it because it's been over 2 hours. I want to eat lunch. I want to eat lunch, so I don't mind eating lunch and letting everybody chat backstage. So if anybody who's watching this wants to chat backstage, you could hit Big Will or myself up on IG or something, or even Kyle. We'll give you the link. And just because we're just gonna chat it up backstage, man. But yeah, if you want to get on any of those auctions, just message people. You can message anybody. I don't care who you deal with. Just message them and then let them know you want to sell. I'll leave it like that, man. And you just go wherever you feel welcome. So
yeah, absolutely.
And have fun. Sometimes on Sam's group we're not laughing and joking as much, but sometimes we're over the top. You just never know. You never know when they have the right personalities there. So it's always fun. I always have fun on that. So, and I appreciate Kyle, Micah, and Big Will.
Thanks for letting me come on.
Yeah, no problem. But like I said, if anybody wants to jump on and talk, and Biggie, if anybody wants to come on, you guys can get the link. I'm gonna eat pork chops and yellow rice in backstage.
Whatever.
Later, peeps. Hold up. How you in this? Where's the inline? Not the inline. Oh, there we go.